Have you ever wondered why some women seem to defy time? Not just in their faces, but in their entire presence. It's as if life itself bends gently around them, refusing to leave its marks. Their eyes still shine with clarity, their energy still flows with grace, and their spirit radiates a quiet power that feels ageless. These women are not preserved by creams or cosmetics, but by something far deeper. A spiritual quality that keeps their souls young and their beauty timeless. What if the secret to looking young was not found in what you apply to your skin, but in the purity of what you carry within your spirit? Some women walk through life with a kind of quiet radiance that cannot be explained by age or appearance. Their faces may carry lines, but their spirit does not. There is a softness in their eyes, a calmness in their presence, and a peace in their energy that feels untouched by the years. What makes them different is not what they wear, but what they carry inside. Life has not been gentle with them. They have been tested, broken, and healed many times. Yet somehow, instead of becoming bitter, they became brighter. They discovered that a woman who keeps her heart open, despite the storm she has faced, does not just look young, she is young in spirit. The wrinkles may come, but the energy remains alive, flowing like water around the rocks of pain and disappointment. A closed heart grows heavy, and the heaviness shows on the face. But an open heart breathes, moves, and keeps the spirit fresh like spring air. When a woman allows life to make her hard, she starts to age not from time, but from resistance. When she stops trusting, when she stops loving, when she starts believing that life owes her something, the energy begins to collapse inward. The glow fades not because beauty leaves her, but because belief does. A heart that remains open, that continues to love, to hope, to give, becomes a source of renewal. It doesn't mean she is naive or blind to reality. It means she has learned to separate her spirit from her experiences. She has seen darkness, but she no longer identifies with it. She carries the wisdom of her pain without letting it poison her softness. And this is what gives her the aura of timelessness. She is not untouched by suffering. She is refined by it. When you meet such a woman, you will notice she listens more than she speaks. She smiles without effort. Her laughter doesn't sound forced. It is not the laughter of denial. It is the laughter of release. She has learned that youthfulness is not a number. It's the ability to remain emotionally fluid. The young heart forgives quickly, trusts easily, and finds joy in small things. The old heart, no matter the age of the body, clings to hurt, resents the past, and fears the future. To look young, you must first unlearn the habit of carrying yesterday into today. You must not let pain become your permanent home. It's not time that ages you, it's attachment to pain. Many people confuse aging with loss. But what ages you is not what you lose. It's what you refuse to let go of. There are women who lose everything, yet grow more beautiful because they have mastered the art of releasing. They cry when they must, but they never drown. They accept endings without letting them close their hearts. This ability to release, to stay open, is a divine quality. It keeps their energy moving, their spirit light, and their face radiant. When the heart stays open, the spirit has space to breathe. And a breathing spirit keeps the woman alive in every sense, emotionally, mentally, and energetically. There is a deep connection between youthfulness and acceptance. You can see it in nature. The river doesn't resist the rocks, it flows around them. The tree bends in the wind and survives the storm. When you learn to live in harmony with what is, instead of fighting it, you begin to carry less tension in your body. Tension is stored emotion. Every unspoken word, every unresolved feeling, Every refusal to accept what happened becomes a small stone in the body's energy field. Over time, these stones create weight. The shoulders droop, the eyes lose sparkle, the face tightens. Acceptance dissolves these stones. It doesn't erase the past. It simply removes the resistance to it. A woman who lives in acceptance has mastered peace. She no longer fights with reality. She doesn't waste energy asking, "Why did this happen to me?" She asks instead, "What is this trying to teach me?" This change in question shifts her entire vibration. Resistance drains energy, but acceptance restores it. A woman who accepts life's changes doesn't wrinkle under pressure. She softens. Her energy moves like water, adapting, adjusting, yet never losing her essence. There's a grace in her steps, a serenity in her presence, because she understands that control is an illusion. The more she accepts what she cannot change, the more power she feels within herself. This acceptance does not mean weakness. It is not resignation. It is strength of the highest order. It means she trusts that every season has its purpose and every challenge holds hidden wisdom. Such a woman doesn't rush the process of healing. She lets life unfold at its pace. She is not afraid of endings because she knows that something new always emerges in their place. Acceptance gives her peace, and peace gives her beauty. Her body may age, but her energy remains youthful because she lives without inner conflict. When the mind and heart are no longer at war, the body relaxes, and relaxation restores vitality. Have you noticed how peaceful people seem to glow without effort? Their beauty comes not from attention, but from alignment. They are not constantly striving to prove their worth or justify their existence. They are simply being. That state of being is their fountain of youth. The soul that is at peace with itself radiates light through the eyes, softness through the tone, and calm through the posture. This radiance cannot be faked. It's a vibration that others can feel. And it all begins when resistance ends. Another reason women who look younger possess a spiritual quality is because they carry gratitude as their daily adornment. Gratitude is not just a polite gesture, it is energy medicine. It shifts the frequency of the heart from lack to abundance. When you live in gratitude, you are constantly acknowledging the presence of grace in your life. Even when things are difficult, gratitude keeps your spirit rooted in light. It prevents bitterness from taking over the heart. A grateful woman sees blessings where others see burdens. She does not ignore her pain, but she balances it with appreciation. And this balance keeps her spirit alive, preventing emotional decay. The moment you wake up and choose to thank life, your vibration begins to rise. The cells in your body respond to the thoughts you carry. Gratitude sends a message of peace, and the body listens. That's why grateful people often appear healthier and more radiant. They are literally living in a state of inner harmony. When the heart is grateful, the eyes soften, the tone becomes gentle, the body relaxes. Gratitude releases dopamine and serotonin, the brain's natural happiness chemicals, and that glow becomes visible on the skin. You cannot fake this glow. It's the reflection of emotional alignment. A woman who practices gratitude daily develops resilience. Instead of complaining about what's missing, she appreciates what remains. Her focus shifts from lack to abundance, and where focus goes, energy flows. Over time, this mindset sculpts her energy field into something magnetic. People feel peace around her. They feel uplifted in her company. They might not know why, but it's because her gratitude creates an aura of light. She becomes a walking blessing. Her energy heals without words. Gratitude doesn't just make you beautiful, it makes you powerful in the most spiritual sense. There's a secret connection between gratitude and grace. Gratitude humbles you, and humility opens the channel for divine grace to flow through you. The more you thank life, the more life gives you reasons to be thankful. This is the spiritual law of resonance. When your heart vibrates at the frequency of appreciation, it attracts experiences that match that frequency. Youthfulness is not just physical, it's energetic. The grateful heart remains fresh because it is constantly in touch with the source of renewal, the spirit. A woman who walks through her days noticing the good, blessing the small moments, and appreciating her journey carries an energy that never fades. Even in pain, she can whisper, "Thank you for the lesson." Even in loss, she can say, "Thank you for what this has shown me." This attitude prevents her spirit from hardening. She remains flexible, compassionate, alive. Her laughter carries healing. Her words carry light. Gratitude transforms her from the inside out, and her outer beauty becomes the natural expression of her inner radiance. When you combine an open heart, acceptance, and gratitude, you create the trinity of spiritual youth. The heart stays soft, the spirit stays calm, and the energy stays pure. These qualities are invisible, yet their effects are visible on the face, in the walk, in the tone of voice, and even in the silence a woman carries. People may not understand why she looks so peaceful, but her secret is simple. She lives from her spirit, not from her scars. The most youthful women are not those who try to stop time. They are the ones who have made peace with it. They are not chasing beauty. They are embodying it. Their beauty is not in the perfection of their skin, but in the serenity of their soul. You can feel it when they walk into a room. The air shifts slightly. The energy calms. They do not demand attention. They attract it through vibration. Their spirit speaks louder than their appearance ever could. To possess this spiritual quality, a woman must constantly choose softness over hardness, peace over control, and gratitude over complaint. It is a daily discipline of the heart. She must protect her energy like a sacred garden, pulling out weeds of resentment, watering seeds of joy, and letting the sun of gratitude nourish her roots. In this way, she becomes eternally renewed, season after season, no matter her age. Time can touch her body, but it cannot touch her light. That light belongs to the spirit, and the spirit does not age. There comes a time in every woman's life when she realizes that holding on has been costing her more than letting go ever would. She begins to understand that not every person, not every story, and not every emotion is meant to stay. The heaviness she feels inside is not from what life has done to her, but from what she continues to carry long after it has expired. A youthful spirit cannot live in a body bodied by old energy. The soul needs space to breathe, but when we keep revisiting the same pain, replaying the same memories, and rehearsing the same betrayals, that space becomes cluttered. To release what no longer serves you is not to forget, but to free yourself from the emotional chains that keep your energy trapped in the past. The woman who knows how to let go becomes ageless, because she is no longer pulled down by what has already ended. Letting go is not about pretending that what hurt you doesn't matter. It's about acknowledging that it already taught you what it was meant to teach. Once the lesson is received, the pain no longer has a purpose. The past cannot heal you. It can only remind you. Healing begins the moment you stop feeding energy to what is gone. Some women spend years aging their spirit over situations that no longer exist. They replay conversations that cannot be changed, hold on to people who have already left, and dwell on moments that no longer define them. The body reacts to this emotional stagnation. The shoulders tense, the eyes lose brightness, the face hardens, and the energy becomes heavy. But when a woman decides, "I release this," she opens the door to renewal. Her breath deepens, her aura lightens, and life begins to move again. You see, energy is movement. When emotions flow freely, the spirit feels alive. But when emotions are suppressed, resisted, or replayed endlessly, the energy field becomes dense. That density manifests as fatigue, dullness, and emotional exhaustion. Releasing doesn't mean erasing. It means transforming pain into wisdom. When you can look at a painful experience and say, "This too shaped me, this too served my awakening," you convert what once aged your heart into something that strengthens your soul. A woman who can do that carries a kind of invisible glow. Her face reflects peace because her spirit is not at war with the past. This is why forgiveness is not weakness, it is purification. It clears the channel between the heart and the spirit. A woman who forgives herself and others is not saying, "It was right." She is saying, "I no longer want to carry the poison." And when she releases the poison, her light becomes visible again. The process of letting go is a sacred act of self-respect. It says, "My peace is worth more than my pain." That statement alone changes the vibration of your life. You begin to attract experiences that reflect your newfound freedom instead of your old wounds. When a woman learns to let go, she begins to rediscover joy, the kind of joy that isn't dependent on conditions, joy that flows from her inner being, not from circumstances. And that brings us to something most people overlook. Joy is sacred maintenance for the soul. It is not frivolous or childish to seek joy. It is spiritual responsibility. A joyless life accelerates aging of the spirit. The moment you lose touch with joy, you start to dry up from the inside. The energy field becomes brittle, the laughter becomes forced, and the aura becomes dim. Joy lubricates the soul. It keeps the inner machinery of energy moving smoothly. You have seen this before. Some women smile, and it feels like sunlight. Others smile, and it feels hollow. The difference is authenticity. Real joy cannot be faked, because it comes from alignment. When a woman lives in truth, when she expresses her soul without fear, joy naturally arises. It's not an emotion that must be chased. It's the fragrance of a peaceful heart. A woman who protects her joy, who nurtures it even in small moments, is a woman who keeps her energy eternally young. She finds reasons to smile in ordinary things. The warmth of tea, a kind word, the touch of sunlight on her face. The spiritually young understand that joy does not come from what you have, but from how deeply you feel connected to life itself. They do not need perfection to be happy. They can find beauty in imperfection because their happiness is not transactional. It is relational. It flows from a relationship with the divine, with the soul, with the present moment. When joy becomes your inner state rather than your pursuit, time cannot touch you. The face glows differently when the soul is happy. The energy becomes magnetic. You draw people in not because of what you do, but because your vibration reminds them of something they've lost, their own innocence, their own wonder, their own joy. Laughter, too, is sacred medicine. It is the sound of the soul exhaling. When a woman laughs from the heart, she releases tension that words cannot. Her laughter cleanses her energy field. It unblocks emotions that have been buried too long. The sound of genuine laughter shifts vibration faster than any mantra. It restores lightness, and lightness restores beauty. To laugh freely is to trust life again. It is to believe that the present moment can still surprise you with goodness. That belief alone keeps the spirit flexible. But joy and laughter cannot exist where the mind is constantly busy, where there is no space for stillness. This is why women who look young nurture their inner peace more than their outer image. The outer self can be adorned, but it can also be deceiving. The inner self cannot pretend. When a woman begins to prioritize her peace, she begins to shift her entire energy system. The more she learns to protect her peace, the more her spirit becomes luminous. Peace has a soundless beauty that no makeup can replicate. You can sense it in her presence. It feels like sitting beside calm water. To maintain inner peace, a woman must be disciplined in her energy. She must learn what to allow in and what to keep out. Not every opinion deserves a response. Not every battle requires her participation. The peaceful woman does not chase after closure or validation. She finds them both within herself. She understands that silence is not emptiness. It is healing space. She retreats into it not out of avoidance, but out of reverence for her energy. Through stillness, she rebalances. Through stillness, she listens to her intuition. And intuition, when followed, keeps her aligned with her true path. Misalignment is what creates spiritual exhaustion. When you live in ways that betray your own soul, your energy begins to decay. But when you live in truth, your energy renews itself. A peaceful woman has learned to stop arguing with life. She does not need to prove herself to the world because she has already met herself within. The eyes of a peaceful woman do not carry desperation. They carry clarity. She knows that the outer world is only a mirror, reflecting the state of her inner being. So she tends to her inner garden. She removes weeds of worry, waters seeds of gratitude, and allows silence to be the sunlight that nourishes her spirit. Her peace becomes a fortress. Nothing external can easily disturb her. People may misinterpret her calm as detachment, but it is wisdom. She knows that drama is expensive. It costs energy, time, and health, and she values all three too deeply to waste. Peace is not passive. It requires awareness. It means you choose your battles wisely. Speak only when your words add value, and withdraw when chaos threatens your stability. When a woman masters this level of inner discipline, her entire vibration changes. Her body language softens, her breathing slows, her eyes become gentle. These are physical reflections of a peaceful spirit. When peace lives within, beauty flows effortlessly without. Inner peace also comes from trust in timing, in divine order, in the unseen workings of life. A woman who trusts the process doesn't force outcomes. She knows that what is meant for her will align in due time. This trust allows her to rest deeply within herself. The absence of anxiety creates spaciousness in her energy. And that spaciousness is the secret to youthful presence. Anxiety tightens the muscles, constricts the aura, and drains vitality. Trust does the opposite. It relaxes, expands, and revitalizes. When peace becomes your foundation, you no longer chase love, attention, or validation. You attract them effortlessly because your energy is whole. Wholeness is magnetic. The world is drawn to balance, to calmness, to the rare vibration of a woman who is content within herself. Her peace speaks louder than her words. You can sense it when she walks into a room. The temperature of the space shifts. People breathe easier around her. That is the power of inner peace. It heals not only the one who carries it, but also those who come near. Such women do not look younger because of luck. They look younger because they live in alignment with the laws of spirit. They let go of what weighs them down. They cultivate joy as nourishment for their soul, and they protect their peace as their most sacred possession. These qualities combined create an energy that time cannot diminish. When your spirit flows freely, joyfully, and peacefully, your outer world reflects it through vitality, magnetism, and grace. A peaceful heart glows through the skin, and a joyful soul shines through the eyes. That light is not from youth. It is from spirit. There is a kind of beauty that cannot be captured in mirrors or explained by youth. It is the glow of a woman who has learned to be alone without being lonely, who understands that silence is not emptiness but power. In a world that constantly tells women to be visible, connected, and occupied, there exists a quiet kind of strength in solitude. When a woman is not afraid of her own company, she becomes whole. She no longer seeks her reflection in the eyes of others. She finds it in the still waters of her own spirit. Solitude is not isolation. It is sacred space. It is where the noise of the world dissolves and the voice of the soul begins to whisper. When a woman embraces her solitude, she reconnects to her essence. She rediscovers what is true for her, what is real beyond opinions and expectations. Every woman needs a place within herself that the world cannot enter. A sanctuary untouched by drama, judgment, or noise. That inner room of stillness is where her energy rejuvenates. When she sits in silence, she is not doing nothing. She is healing. Silence rearranges the chaos inside. It allows her to hear the quiet movements of her intuition, to feel the rhythms of her spirit. When she spends time alone, she begins to see that her worth does not depend on her relationships, her achievements, or her appearance. It depends on her connection to herself. From that connection, she draws power, clarity, and calmness. The woman who cultivates inner solitude does not chase, she attracts. She does not demand, she aligns. In silence, the spirit recharges. You will notice that people who constantly distract themselves with noise often look exhausted. Their energy is scattered, their eyes restless. But those who can sit in stillness for even a few minutes each day have a certain centeredness. Their presence feels stable, grounded, calm. That calmness is youth. It is a natural rejuvenation that cannot be bought. The more you retreat into stillness, the more energy you have to meet the world with grace. Solitude allows you to release energy that doesn't belong to you, to cleanse yourself from the emotional debris you pick up in daily life. This is why women who are comfortable in solitude often have clearer energy. Their aura feels spacious because they regularly empty what others unconsciously accumulate. Solitude teaches discernment. When you spend time alone, you learn to feel what nourishes you and what depletes you. You stop confusing attachment with connection, company with compatibility. You begin to choose people not out of need, but out of resonance. This is the power of a woman who is spiritually mature. She does not fear loneliness because she understands that emptiness can be sacred if it's filled with awareness. And from that awareness, she grows lighter, calmer, and more radiant. A woman who lives from that inner stillness naturally becomes compassionate. You can feel it in her eyes, in the softness of her tone, in the patience of her presence. Compassion is the fragrance of an awakened heart. When you have truly met yourself in silence, when you have touched your own pain and understood it, you can no longer judge others harshly. You begin to see that everyone is fighting their own unseen battles. This understanding opens the heart and softens the spirit. Compassion is not weakness. It is the highest form of wisdom. It keeps the energy pure, unpolluted by bitterness. When a woman chooses compassion over comparison, she transcends the trap that steals the youth of many. Comparison is the silent thief of joy and vitality. The moment you compare yourself to another, you divide your energy. You stop flowing with your own rhythm and start measuring yourself by someone else's tempo. Comparison creates anxiety because it roots your focus outside of yourself. It breeds feelings of lack, resentment, and competition, all of which weigh heavily on the heart. A woman who constantly compares her beauty, her success, her body, or her journey to others will always feel behind, and that constant dissatisfaction will age her spirit. Her face may still smile, but her energy will carry tension. The spiritually youthful woman does not compare. She observes. She can admire another's light without dimming her own. She celebrates others because she is secure in her path. She knows that no flower competes with another in the garden. Each blooms in its season. Comparison stems from fear, the fear of not being enough, the fear of being unseen. But once a woman truly realizes her spiritual worth, these fears lose power. She stops looking sideways and starts looking inward. From this space, compassion naturally arises. Instead of envy, she feels empathy. Instead of judgment, She offers understanding. This emotional purity radiates through her entire being, and people can feel it. A compassionate heart has a distinct vibration. It calms those who are anxious, comforts those who are lost, and softens those who are hardened. Compassion refines a woman's energy. It makes her presence nourishing. That kind of energy is magnetic. It attracts peace, not chaos. You can see it on her face. The lines are gentle, the eyes are kind, the expression is serene. Compassion is a natural youth elixir because it keeps the spirit fluid and the heart open. When you judge, you contract. When you compare, you disconnect. But when you show compassion, you expand. Expansion is life. Contraction is decay. The more you expand in love, the more vibrant your energy becomes. Another sign of a spiritually youthful woman is emotional discipline. She does not allow temporary emotions to create permanent damage. She has learned that reacting impulsively drains her energy, while responding consciously preserves it. Emotional discipline does not mean suppressing your feelings. It means managing them with wisdom. The spiritually strong woman feels deeply, but she also understands that feelings are waves. They rise, peak, and pass. If you anchor yourself to every emotional wave, you will be tossed endlessly between joy and despair. But if you learn to observe the waves without drowning in them, you maintain your peace. Emotional discipline keeps the heart young because it prevents unnecessary suffering. Many people age not from time, but from turmoil. They replay negative emotions over and over, feeding their pain through thoughts, words, and reactions. The more you feed an emotion, the stronger it becomes. A disciplined woman observes her emotions like clouds passing through the sky. She honors them but does not identify with them. This practice keeps her energy clear. Her aura remains bright because she doesn't allow emotional storms to linger longer than they must. Calmness is a superpower that few master. It is born from understanding that life cannot always be controlled, but it can always be met with presence. When a woman remains calm amid chaos, she does not lose energy reacting to every situation. She becomes the still point in the turning world. People may provoke her, circumstances may challenge her, but her composure remains intact. That composure is not coldness. It is centeredness. It is the quiet knowing that no external disturbance can touch her inner peace without her permission. A woman who has emotional discipline doesn't chase validation through drama or reaction. She doesn't prove her worth through arguments or over-explanations. She knows her truth, and that is enough. Her silence carries more power than her anger ever could. When she chooses to respond with grace instead of reaction, her energy stays elevated. Over time, this elevation becomes visible. Her movements are measured, her tone soothing, her expressions peaceful. This balance gives her a timeless beauty that no cosmetic can reproduce. The emotionally disciplined woman also has boundaries, not built from fear, but from wisdom. She knows where her energy begins and where it ends. She can love deeply without losing herself. She can care without carrying. This kind of clarity preserves her vitality. Emotional boundaries are like spiritual skincare. They keep toxic energies from penetrating your peace. Without them, you absorb everything, and that emotional pollution drains your light. With them, you stay radiant even in challenging environments. Such a woman has learned to pause. The pause is her power. Before reacting, she breathes. Before speaking, she reflects. This pause allows her to shift from instinct to insight. That small moment of awareness saves her from regret and preserves her energy. Every time she chooses peace over reaction, she nourishes her spirit instead of depleting it. Her beauty deepens because her energy remains smooth, like calm water untouched by the storm above. You can always recognize a woman who has mastered solitude, compassion, and emotional discipline. She does not seek attention, but attention seeks her. People feel safer around her because her energy is stable. She doesn't gossip, she doesn't compete, she doesn't rush. There's a calm rhythm in the way she speaks, walks, and listens. That rhythm is ageless. It is the rhythm of a soul that has stopped fighting with life and started flowing with it. Every woman has access to this kind of grace. It does not come from external achievements or perfect circumstances. It comes from practice, daily returning to silence, choosing compassion, and mastering emotion. When you begin to live like this, your energy becomes a mirror of peace. Your presence feels like healing. Your body relaxes, your mind clears, and your spirit begins to glow. The youth that others chase through products and procedures will rise naturally from within you because you will have discovered its true source, your spiritual equilibrium. There is a timeless truth, the calmer the waters of the heart, the clearer the reflection of the spirit. When a woman's inner world is tranquil, her outer world becomes luminous. Her solitude becomes strength, her compassion becomes grace, and her emotional discipline becomes beauty. And it is this inner harmony that makes her look, feel, and live as though time itself has forgotten to touch her. There is a light that never ages. It's not found in creams, in diets, or in secrets passed between generations of women. It's a light that comes from within. A spiritual glow that softens the lines of time and draws people toward it without explanation. When a woman carries this inner radiance, she doesn't chase youth because youth lives within her spirit. You can see it in the way she moves. Slow but purposeful, gentle but firm, peaceful but alive. Her energy doesn't seek attention. It commands it through stillness. And that stillness is born from self-knowledge, self-respect, and spiritual balance. You see, a woman who looks younger than her years isn't defined by what she puts on her face, but by what she refuses to put on her soul. She doesn't carry resentment. She doesn't drag yesterday into tomorrow. She cleanses herself not with water, but with forgiveness. And this spiritual hygiene, this clearing of emotional debris, is what keeps her spirit light and her aura bright. When a woman stops competing with others, the tension leaves her body. Her face softens, her posture relaxes, her voice becomes music. The need to prove herself, to outshine or to please, creates a vibration of strain, and strain ages the soul. It creates heaviness, even when a woman is physically beautiful. But the one who has freed herself from comparison and expectation begins to glow differently. You notice something about her, but can't name it. That something is peace. Peace is the greatest beauty secret known to the spiritually awake woman. When the heart is in peace, the body follows. The skin responds to the softness within, the eyes become luminous, and the aura expands. Have you noticed how some women walk into a room and immediately lift its energy? It's not makeup, not youth, not status. It's their alignment. They are in harmony with themselves, and that harmony transmits a frequency of timelessness. Most women don't realize that aging accelerates when the soul is burdened. Unspoken words, unforgiven wounds, suppressed emotions. These are heavy. They bend the shoulders and dim the eyes. But the woman who faces her pain with courage doesn't let her scars define her. She sees each wound as an opening through which more light can enter. She has learned that brokenness is not the opposite of beauty. It's the path toward a deeper kind of beauty. And through that acceptance, she becomes ageless. When you meet her, you feel comforted, not intimidated. She carries warmth, not walls. And her spiritual maturity makes her appear forever fresh. Because youth is not an age, it's an energy. But to hold this energy, she has trained herself to live differently. She no longer feeds her mind with negativity or her heart with judgment. She guards her peace like a sacred garden. Every thought that enters must pass through the gate of awareness. Is this thought nourishing or depleting? Is this emotion expanding or contracting? And as she becomes the gatekeeper of her own inner world, her face begins to mirror her soul. That is why some women grow older, but look lighter. Their beauty is not painted. It's projected from the inside. It's the spiritual reflection of a disciplined, calm, and compassionate heart. Another quality that keeps a woman radiant is gratitude. Gratitude softens the edges of time. When a woman truly appreciates her journey, her body responds with vitality. The cells of the body vibrate differently when they're infused with appreciation rather than regret. Gratitude turns what she has into enough. And when something is enough, it doesn't decay, it multiplies. You'll notice that grateful women rarely complain, and complaining is one of the most aging habits on earth. It lowers your vibration, tightens your face, and exhausts your energy. But gratitude expands your energy, it relaxes your features, and it allows your spirit to flow freely through you. That is why women who thank life, even for the smallest things, seem to walk with light around them. There is also something powerful about women who have accepted solitude. Society often fears the woman who stands alone because her independence exposes their dependency. Yet, the woman who has made peace with her own company carries a deep sense of wholeness. She no longer seeks completion in someone else. This absence of emotional hunger gives her an aura of strength that feels magnetic. People can't quite explain why they're drawn to her. They feel safe around her because she doesn't need to take anything from them. And that safety, that groundedness, is ageless. Women who are lonely age, women who are content with solitude glow. The difference is spiritual fullness. To look younger is not to erase the years, it is to stop resisting them. The spiritually awakened woman understands that resistance creates friction, and friction creates fatigue. Of the body, the face, the heart. She doesn't fight time, she flows with it. She honors every season of her life, dressing her inner world with the same reverence she gives to her outer appearance. She allows her spirit to evolve without shame, her body to change without judgment. Because beauty without acceptance fades quickly, but acceptance turns time into art. This is why a spiritually grounded woman can be 50 and look 30, not because she hides her age, but because she honors it. And there's another secret: joy. Joy is not laughter. It's not entertainment. It's an inner spark that doesn't depend on conditions. When a woman finds joy in ordinary things, in sunlight through her window, in her morning tea, in the rhythm of her breath, she becomes radiant. Her joy becomes contagious. And joy, like peace, rewires the energy of the face. It lifts it naturally. No cream can replicate the glow of genuine joy, because the body only reflects what the spirit radiates. A joyful woman cannot look old because her spirit dances even when the world stands still. The reason many people lose their youth is that they disconnect from wonder. They stop being amazed by life. They see everything as routine, predictable, mechanical. But the spiritually awake woman never loses her sense of awe. She can look at a flower and feel as if she's seeing it for the first time. She can stand in the rain and feel cleansed. She can hold someone's hand and feel eternity. This openness to wonder keeps her inner child alive, and that child is the secret to her timelessness. You can measure her age in years, but her heart beats with the rhythm of a soul untouched by cynicism. And perhaps the most profound truth is that a youthful spirit always loves. Love in its purest form, not romantic dependency, but compassion. The woman who continues to love life, who continues to forgive, who continues to serve, stays young, because love is life energy in motion. Every time she chooses love over bitterness, she renews herself. She sends healing to her own cells. Her body feels lighter, her eyes clearer. You can see love on her face, even when she's silent. And that too is a spiritual quality, the capacity to love without losing oneself. This is why, when you meet such a woman, you feel younger too. Her presence becomes medicine. She doesn't preach, she doesn't demand, but she inspires. Her light becomes a mirror, reminding you of the light within yourself. She represents what happens when a human being stops aging emotionally, mentally, spiritually, when they stop decaying in resentment and start growing in gratitude. To embody this state requires awareness. Awareness of your thoughts, your energy, your intentions. A woman who is careless with her energy loses her radiance because she leaks her power into the wrong directions, pleasing others, replaying pain, proving worth. But a woman who is conscious of where her energy flows becomes magnetic. Her spirit becomes a reservoir of stillness. She smiles without reason because peace has become her nature. You can't imitate that, you can only become it. True youth is born from the silence of a healed mind, and that silence cannot be bought, rushed, or faked. It is cultivated through prayer, reflection, boundaries, forgiveness, and discipline. It's the product of living in alignment with your higher self. That alignment gives the body signals of safety, of balance. And when the body feels safe, it doesn't decay prematurely. It rests, it glows, it regenerates. So when people ask her, "How do you look so young?" she simply smiles. Because the answer is spiritual. She has chosen to live from her soul, not from her scars. She has learned that aging is not an enemy, but a teacher. It reminds her to deepen her wisdom, not her worry. It invites her to grow inwardly, not chase outwardly. And through this surrender, she finds liberation. A spiritually radiant woman doesn't resist time because she has transcended it. Her beauty belongs not to her body, but to her energy. Her youth is not measured in years, but in the softness of her gaze, the kindness in her words, and the peace in her presence. Every woman can access this spiritual youthfulness, but few have the patience to tend to their inner garden daily. It requires mindfulness, to release what drains, to embrace what nourishes, to detach from noise. But once she begins, once she experiences the power of spiritual lightness, she will never trade it for temporary pleasures, because she will realize that her spirit was never meant to age. It was meant to expand, to shine, to love endlessly. And when she truly lives from that awareness, her reflection in the mirror stops being her enemy. She doesn't look for wrinkles, she looks for wisdom. She doesn't compare, she connects. She doesn't rush, she radiates. This is what makes her unforgettable. Not her face, but her frequency. The woman who understands her spiritual nature carries the fountain of youth within her. She has found the secret, and the secret is peace. There is something profoundly beautiful about a woman who has learned to master her emotions. She does not suppress them, nor does she allow them to control her. Instead, she has become fluent in the language of her inner world. When anger rises, she listens to it without reacting. When sadness comes, she honors it without drowning in it. When joy appears, she allows herself to feel it without clinging to it. This balanced awareness keeps her spirit young because she does not waste energy in emotional storms. A woman who lives in emotional harmony radiates calm strength. Her peace becomes visible in her eyes, in her breath, in the way she moves through life. You can sense it when she walks into a room. She is not easily disturbed, not easily provoked. Her energy feels grounded. And when energy is grounded, it cannot decay. It only deepens. You see, many people age prematurely because they constantly live in reaction mode. Every word, every situation, every disappointment pulls their spirit in different directions. Emotional chaos drains vitality faster than time. But the woman who knows how to return to her center after being disturbed keeps her life force intact. Her power is not in never being shaken, but in how quickly she returns to peace. This ability to regulate her emotions is not weakness. It's mastery. It's the mark of a soul that has learned to govern itself. When you no longer allow external situations to dictate your internal weather, you stop aging emotionally. You begin to glow with an inner steadiness that no cosmetics can reproduce. This kind of composure doesn't come from pretending. It comes from deep spiritual training, learning to observe without judgment, to feel without attachment, to act without aggression. Such women are often misunderstood. The world calls them cold, but they are not cold. They are clear. They have learned that peace is more valuable than proving a point. They have learned that maturity is not reacting to everything that disturbs your ego. When you no longer fight every shadow, your inner light grows stronger. You preserve your energy, and preserved energy becomes radiance. That is why women who cultivate inner stillness often look younger than those who live in drama. Emotional maturity beautifies the face because the muscles of stress relax. The eyes soften because they no longer carry resentment. The voice becomes gentle because it is not shaped by bitterness. You can see peace physically. It's visible in posture, in tone, in aura. And so, the woman who chooses peace over pride begins to reverse time, not by turning back the clock, but by moving beyond its influence. Her youthfulness comes from her alignment with higher truth. She no longer identifies with her pain. She identifies with her awareness of it. Awareness has no age. Another profound secret behind the ageless woman is her relationship with silence. We live in a world that fears silence. People fill it with noise because they cannot face their own minds. But the spiritually awakened woman finds power in stillness. She uses silence as a mirror to see herself clearly. She retreats from the world not to escape it, but to cleanse her spirit from its chaos. In silence, she heals. She listens to the whispers of intuition. She reconnects to the divine rhythm that governs life. This connection nourishes her from the inside. Her silence becomes sacred space, a space where she recharges her energy, where her body and soul remember who they are. If you observe women who carry timeless energy, you will notice they are not constantly talking. Their presence speaks more than their words. They have learned that true communication happens through energy, not sound. Their stillness speaks of wisdom. It tells the world that they are not desperate to be seen because they have already seen themselves. They are not desperate to be heard because they have learned to listen. Silence gives depth to their beauty. It creates mystery, and mystery is magnetic. When a woman is silent with strength, she draws people toward her without trying. Silence also slows down time. When you live in noise, your mind is scattered. The days pass quickly because you are always running mentally. But when you live with awareness and quiet, time stretches. You begin to savor moments, to breathe deeper, to feel more alive. That presence nourishes your soul, and the soul, when nourished, shines through the body. You see, the body ages by time, but the soul rejuvenates by awareness. When you live more from your soul, your body follows that rhythm. It becomes lighter, more graceful, more vibrant. So silence, though invisible, becomes a source of eternal youth. The spiritually radiant woman understands that silence is not the absence of life. It is the presence of essence. In her silence, she meets God, her higher self, her truth. And from that connection, she receives wisdom that no outer teacher can give. This wisdom guides her choices, softens her energy, and teaches her to live with balance. You can see that wisdom reflected on her face, in her calm gestures, in her steady gaze. She carries an unspoken serenity that makes her timeless. But there is another secret, her relationship with simplicity. The world has taught women to chase complexity, more possessions, more success, more validation. Yet, every layer of excess becomes weight that drags the soul down. A woman who understands the power of simplicity starts shedding not only material things, but unnecessary thoughts, attachments, and identities. She simplifies her home, her schedule, her emotions. She no longer needs to perform. Her life becomes clear and uncluttered. And in that clarity, she becomes radiant. Simplicity doesn't mean lack, it means freedom. When a woman is no longer owned by what she owns, her energy expands. She can breathe. Her beauty is no longer hidden behind layers of pretension. Her eyes become honest, her laughter pure. She doesn't compete. She just exists beautifully in her authenticity. That authenticity is magnetic because it is rare. In a world of masks, the bare soul glows. You can feel it in her presence. There is space around her. Space to breathe, to relax, to be. Simplicity brings back this sacred space. It declutters not only the environment, but also the mind. When the mind is clear, the body relaxes. When the body relaxes, vitality returns. That is why simplicity is not just a lifestyle. It is spiritual rejuvenation. When you stop chasing everything, you start receiving what truly belongs to you. A simple woman, spiritually speaking, is not one without ambition. She is one without attachment. She acts but does not cling to results. She loves but does not lose herself in love. She gives but does not deplete. This detachment makes her energy clean, and clean energy reflects as youthfulness. Nothing burdens her aura, nothing pollutes her spirit. Her face becomes like still water, calm, transparent, reflecting truth. If you want to see the difference, observe the faces of women burdened by the need to control everything. Their eyes are restless, their expressions tight, their energy heavy. Now look at a woman who has surrendered to simplicity. Her eyes rest easily, her face glows with ease, her movements are fluid. She has nothing to prove, so her energy flows freely. This flow is youth itself. Aging begins where flow ends. When energy gets stuck in worry, fear, or ego, life stiffens in the body, in the mind, in the spirit. But when energy moves freely through gratitude, acceptance, and simplicity, life stays young. True youth, then, is spiritual fluidity. The woman who keeps learning, forgiving, adapting, and releasing does not stiffen inside. She remains open, curious, alive. That openness is what makes her appear eternally youthful. It is not about resisting time, but flowing with it consciously. Every experience becomes a teacher, not a trauma. Every ending becomes a transformation, not a loss. She doesn't fight change, she dances with it. Her acceptance keeps her ageless. When a woman starts simplifying her life, she begins to notice how little she needs to feel fulfilled. She rediscovers joy in ordinary things. A walk at sunrise, a quiet meal, the sound of rain. These moments feed her spirit more deeply than luxury ever could, and her appreciation of simplicity radiates as calm beauty. People who meet her feel lighter just by being near her. Her simplicity becomes medicine in a world addicted to excess. And this simplicity also makes her stronger. Because when you are simple, you are not easily shaken. You are not owned by possessions or opinions. You can move freely through life's storms because your roots are in peace, not in things. This inner security creates outer grace. You begin to move through life without fear of loss because you have realized that everything you need already lives within you. That realization, that deep spiritual knowing, is the most youthful energy a person can carry. So the woman who embodies emotional balance, silence, and simplicity becomes a walking example of timelessness. Her life becomes her prayer. Her presence becomes her sermon. She teaches without words, inspires without trying, heals without touching. Her beauty is not constructed, it's remembered. It's what happens when a human being returns to her original nature, still, loving, free. The truth is, aging is not just physical, it's energetic. Every thought of fear, every unhealed resentment, every unnecessary attachment adds weight to your energy. That weight shows on your face, your posture, your eyes. The spiritually radiant woman removes those weights daily through reflection, forgiveness, silence, and gratitude. That's her secret practice. Not something external, but internal maintenance of energy. She polishes her spirit the way others polish their appearance. And because of that, she glows. Her life becomes a gentle reminder that time is not your enemy. Disconnection is. The moment you reconnect with your soul, with nature, with silence, you begin to heal. You start aging backward in awareness. And that awareness, that alignment, is visible. You can see it, you can feel it, you can trust it. She becomes proof that beauty does not come from trying to stay young, but from staying awake. Because the spirit that remains awake, in love, in truth, in simplicity, never grows old. When a woman learns to live from her higher self, something extraordinary begins to happen within her. Her entire vibration shifts. She no longer reacts from impulse or insecurity, but from awareness and alignment. She begins to recognize that every situation in her life is a reflection of her inner state, not an external punishment or blessing. And this realization gives her an immense sense of responsibility and power. Because once you realize that life mirrors your inner world, you stop blaming and start transforming. You stop chasing validation and start cultivating peace. And that is the moment a woman begins to look truly radiant. Her spirit becomes organized. Her thoughts become cleaner. Her choices become sacred. She no longer moves through life trying to impress others. She moves through life to express her truth. This expression has a glow, a spiritual youth that no age can diminish. Many women live disconnected from this truth. They spend years trying to control the outside world, unaware that the real work is inward. They try to fix relationships, circumstances, appearances, when what truly needs healing is their perception. But the woman who begins to see beyond the illusions of life, beyond materialism, beyond competition, beyond fear, becomes light. She carries wisdom in her eyes that cannot be faked. She stops searching for meaning in the temporary and begins finding it in the eternal. When you meet her, you sense that she knows something deeper. Her beauty feels ancient, not youthful, yet somehow it makes her look young. That's the paradox of spiritual awakening. The soul that becomes old in wisdom begins to look new in spirit, because truth rejuvenates, illusion exhausts. This kind of woman has learned to surrender, but not in the way the world understands surrender. The world thinks surrender is weakness, but spiritual surrender is power. The power to trust life, to trust timing, to trust divine flow. When you stop resisting the natural rhythm of existence, your spirit finds rest, and rest is what most people are truly longing for. The constant mental battle of wanting things to be different creates tension in the body, heaviness in the heart. But the woman who has surrendered moves differently. Her body flows like water. Her energy is soft but unstoppable. She doesn't need to force outcomes because she understands that what belongs to her will come effortlessly when she is aligned. This quiet confidence is magnetic. You can feel it. It's not arrogance, it's grace. Grace that says, I no longer chase, I attract through peace. Such a woman looks young not because of vanity, but because she carries no resistance in her energy. Resistance hardens the spirit, but surrender softens it, and softness is beauty. When she smiles, it's not a performance, it's a reflection of trust. She trusts herself, she trusts God, she trusts the unfolding of her path. Even in uncertainty, she glows with calm, because uncertainty no longer threatens her, it excites her. She knows every change, every challenge, Every silence is shaping her into a more refined version of herself. And because she doesn't fight life, life works for her. She moves with it, not against it. There is something deeply attractive about a woman who has accepted the mystery of life. She doesn't need all the answers to feel at peace. She doesn't demand closure to feel complete. She lives in the present, knowing that peace is not found in knowing what comes next, but in trusting what's happening now. Her spirit doesn't age because she doesn't live in constant tension between what is and what could have been. She has learned to dwell in the moment. She breathes deeply, observes fully, listens carefully. Her presence feels healing because she is one with it. To live from the higher self means to stop identifying with the noise of the ego. The voice that says, "I'm not enough. I need to prove myself. I need to be seen." The spiritually mature woman recognizes that these are illusions. She knows that her worth was established long before anyone could ever validate or reject her. And because of that inner security, she radiates a beauty that transcends approval. She doesn't manipulate, she doesn't perform, she doesn't beg. She simply is. And that being state, that unshakable self-possession, is what makes her magnetic. It's what makes people wonder, what is it about her? They can't quite name it, because it's not something the eyes can see. It's something the soul can feel. When a woman reaches that state, she becomes a vessel of light for others. Her peace is contagious. Her laughter carries healing. Her words penetrate the noise of the world. She no longer needs to convince anyone of her value. Her energy does that silently. This kind of woman doesn't chase relationships, she attracts them naturally. Because everyone seeks peace, even if they don't realize it. And when they meet someone who embodies it, they feel drawn, not to possess her, but to understand her. Yet she remains unattached, because her love flows freely without fear. She has learned that love is not a transaction, but a state of being. And that love, this pure love, is the next secret behind her youthful energy. Love not as emotion, but as frequency. Love that flows through everything she does. Love in how she speaks to herself, how she walks through her home, how she interacts with others. This kind of love has power because it's not limited by conditions. It doesn't say, "I love you if." It says, "I love because that is who I am." Such love expands her aura. It creates warmth around her presence. You feel safe when you are near her, not because she tries to make you feel that way, but because she radiates acceptance. Acceptance is love's purest form. Women who embody unconditional love carry a special kind of youth. Their faces shine because there's no hatred within them. Their eyes are bright because there's no judgment clouding them. Their movements are graceful because they don't carry the stiffness of resentment. They have forgiven deeply, not to please others, but to free themselves. Every time they release bitterness, their energy renews itself. Forgiveness is not forgetting, it's transforming pain into wisdom, and wisdom is ageless. The reason many people lose their light is not age, but bitterness. The more you hold on to grudges, the heavier your soul becomes. That heaviness settles into your body, in your posture, your expression, your tone. It shows. But a woman who forgives, who releases, who allows her heart to stay open even after being hurt, remains young. Because openness keeps the spirit alive. Bitterness closes it. Forgiveness reopens it. And when the heart is open, energy flows. And where energy flows, life stays vibrant. The spiritually radiant woman forgives easily, not because she is weak, but because she refuses to carry what doesn't belong to her. She understands that holding resentment is like drinking poison, hoping the other person will suffer. So she drinks from a different cup, the cup of compassion. She knows everyone is doing the best they can from their level of awareness. This doesn't mean she allows disrespect. It means she releases the need to be understood or vindicated. She chooses her peace over her ego. That is the highest form of love and the highest form of freedom. When a woman carries this level of love, her presence itself becomes healing. You can sense it when she speaks. You feel calmer just listening to her. Her words don't come from intellect, but from wisdom born of experience and surrender. She no longer needs to win arguments because her peace is the real victory. She doesn't need to be the loudest voice in the room because her silence speaks truth. Her love flows not from need, but from overflow. She gives without exhaustion because she gives from abundance, not scarcity. This woman has realized that the true source of youth is divine connection. The closer she stays to God, the lighter her energy becomes. She doesn't need to control life because she trusts its divine intelligence. Every morning, she aligns herself with that intelligence through prayer, reflection, gratitude. These small rituals keep her energy pure. They remind her that she is not separate from the source, but a reflection of it. When you live with that awareness, fear dissolves. And when fear dissolves, the body relaxes. When the body relaxes, the spirit shines through. That is the spiritual science behind her ageless glow. You can feel this divine connection in the way she moves through challenges. While others panic, she remains centered. Not because life is easy, but because she has surrendered the illusion of control. She knows that the divine is never late, never mistaken. Every delay has meaning. Every detour carries a lesson. So she walks through life like a river, flexible, graceful, unstoppable. Her adaptability keeps her spirit youthful, because youthfulness is flexibility. When you stop resisting change, you stop aging in suffering. This divine connection also makes her humble. She no longer feels the need to elevate herself above others. She sees everyone as a mirror of the same source. This humility gives her beauty that outshines physical perfection. There is no arrogance in her glow, there is gratitude. She is grateful for the body she has, for the years she's lived, for the lessons she's learned. And that gratitude expands her spirit every day. People age when they stop being grateful. Gratitude keeps energy flowing, and where there is flow, there is vitality. This woman becomes living proof that spirituality is not an escape from reality. It's an elevation of it. She doesn't withdraw from the world, she moves through it with awareness. She works, she loves, she laughs, but everything she does has depth. Even simple moments become sacred because she approaches them with presence. And presence is timeless. When you live in the moment, time cannot touch you. Time only affects those who dwell in the past or worry about the future. But the present is eternity itself. To live from this place, she practices awareness in every interaction. When she speaks, she's conscious of her tone. When she listens, she's fully there. When she eats, she tastes. When she walks, she feels the ground beneath her feet. This simple attentiveness keeps her grounded in the now. And the now is the only place where true life exists. Because she lives in the now, she lives lightly. Her laughter is spontaneous, her sadness brief, her peace constant. She becomes like nature, always renewing, never stuck. Her connection to the divine also transforms her relationship with her body. She no longer treats it as an ornament to be perfected, but as a temple to be honored. She feeds it with care, rests it with reverence, and moves it with gratitude. She listens to its messages, not with vanity, but with respect. When the spirit and body are in harmony, both thrive. Her body becomes a reflection of her inner state, strong, balanced, graceful. She wears her age like art, not like shame. That confidence is what makes her appear timeless. Everything about her presence speaks of wholeness. She no longer seeks completion in another person because she has found it within herself. Her relationships become extensions of joy, not survival. She loves freely because she no longer fears loss. She knows that love cannot be lost. It only transforms. This spiritual maturity keeps her calm even in heartbreak, because she understands that everything in life, even endings, serves her evolution. Such awareness cannot age. It only expands. This is the sacred secret behind the women who seem untouched by time. They are not defying nature. They are aligning with it. They are not escaping life. They are flowing with it. They have stopped living from the surface and begun living from the soul. And when you live from your soul, beauty ceases to fade because it no longer depends on the body. It becomes a permanent radiance, the light of a woman who remembers who she truly is. The secret of a woman's timeless glow has never truly been a mystery. It has always been an alignment. A dance between the visible and the invisible, between how she moves through the world and what she carries within her soul. When a woman learns to honor her inner world more than her outer image, she steps into a beauty that does not fade. Her youth is no longer trapped in years. It becomes the fragrance of her spirit, her peace, her consciousness. The world tells her that youth is a fleeting season, but the wise woman knows that youth is a vibration. It is the sound of a soul still curious, still grateful, still able to feel wonder at life's smallest miracles. It is the glow that arises when resentment no longer poisons the bloodstream, when comparison no longer clouds perception, when faith has replaced fear as the foundation of her being. Every time she forgives, her skin softens. Every time she lets go of bitterness, her face lightens. Every time she breathes gratitude, her body remembers how to relax into harmony. It is not a trick of light or genetics. It is the radiance of alignment with divine truth. When she becomes the keeper of her peace, life itself begins to reflect her calm. When she moves with gentleness, speaks with mindfulness, and walks with presence, she stops fighting time. She becomes timeless. Those who meet her may not be able to explain why she appears untouched by age, but they will feel it. They will feel the serenity that surrounds her, the warmth that follows her presence, the purity of her vibration. Because youth, when understood spiritually, is not about the absence of wrinkles. It is about the absence of heaviness. A light spirit has no age. Such a woman no longer chases beauty. She embodies it. She no longer fears change. She flows with it. She no longer tries to hold time. She honors it, knowing that every moment of life is sacred when lived consciously. The years become her teachers, not her enemies. The storms become sculptors, shaping her into deeper grace. The mirror becomes an altar, reflecting not flaws, but the evidence of a life lived awake. This is the essence of a woman who looks younger not because she tries to, but because she is in harmony with life. Her spiritual energy is clean, her emotions are light, her thoughts are gentle, and her heart is free. Time respects her because she respects herself. And in that sacred exchange, her spirit teaches the greatest truth of all: youth is not something to be preserved. It is something to be lived every day from the inside out.